Hey, listen, anytime you want some fun and you can't find anyone who says she'd like to keep you company, oh, get dressed up, my friend, and go to a place that's never slow, and there you'll have some fun, I guarantee. Now, the four young daughters of William Brown are the most unusual gals in town. The fellas talk about them night and day. But listen, boy, take my advice, although all of them seem mighty nice, experience gives me the right to say, when you go to 44 Sycamore, knock, knock, knock on the big front door and say, is Mabel coming out tonight? Mabel is the one that's cute, so don't take any substitute. Be sure it's Mabel, and you'll be all right. Now, Papa Brown will try to find some unsuspecting guy to make him meet his powerful daughter, Fay. While shaking hands just for a laugh, she's liable to break your arm in half. There's muscles in her bustles, people say. A guy I know fell for her charms and finally held her in his arms. He said, tonight I'm gonna make you mine. He hugged her once, she hugged him back, and suddenly they heard a crack. The doctors say the x-rays turned out fine. So when you go to 44 Sycamore, knock, knock, knock on the big front door and say, is Mabel coming out tonight? Oh, that Mabel is the one that's cute, so don't take any substitute. Be sure it's Mabel, and you'll be all right. Listen now, and don't you date the eldest daughter, known as Kate. She's got a temper that will start a riot. There's a tale I've heard a lot that when Miss Katie was a tot, they gave her tiger's milk to keep her quiet. Now, when she's mad, she blows her top, makes you think she's gonna pop. The things she says would make a strong man wince. Once a guy refused a kiss from this temperamental miss. They say the poor guy ain't been heard of since. So when you go to 44 Sycamore, knock, knock, knock on the big front door and say, is Mabel coming out tonight? Mabel is the one that's cute, so don't take any substitute. Be sure it's Mabel, and you'll be all right. Now, I've got just one more tip. Daughter Susie is a drip. They call her someplace 'cause she's not all there. A ruler in her bed she keeps just to see how long she sleeps. She thinks Western Union's cowboy's underwear. She went out to dine one night. I thought that I would do things right and order something that would quench her thirst. I asked her if she'd like some rye, and she answered with a tender sigh, oh yes, but put some butter on it first. So when you go to 44 Sycamore, knock, knock, knock on the big front door and say, is Mabel coming out tonight? Yes, Mabel is the one that's cute, so don't take any substitute. Be sure it's Mabel, and you'll be all right. Hey, wait a minute. I just remembered, maybe you better find your own address on Sycamore. Me and Mabel got married last week.